Take the whole time like in the pregame.
He was just telling me that he apologized for what he did and that, you know, I've always had respect for him on the court as a ref and that, you know, I deserve to get that back a little bit. And so that's all he said. He just apologized and made sure that there was nothing wrong between us. And I told him, you know, it's all good. It was in the heat of the moment. And, I mean, at the end of the day, you're still a human. And sometimes we get a little emotional and do things that we look back on and kind of regret. So I had no hard feelings for him from the start. You know, it just happens. That's part of life. And like I said, you regret some of the things that you do, but he just apologized. So I really appreciate that. So.
Was this one of those games where not just you, but everybody just kind of seemed to have to grind it out because it just nothing was really happening?
Yeah, I mean, their defense is a little different than what we're used to seeing. They start out in the zone, and then it's kind of like a matchup, man-to-man. So it threw us off a little bit, but I think the good thing is that we started getting a little bit of turnovers from them, and we were able to get out on the break and started getting some easy points instead of having to go up against their set defense every time. So that kind of helped, but it's a little different with their defense.
What happened during that first half stretch where you guys, I think, turned it over 10 times in 12 possessions?
Yeah, I think it wasn't necessarily them creating a turnover. It was just us making bad passes to one another. I know they got out in the lane, and denied a couple of times, but a couple of the turnovers were trying to make a play, trying to get to the basket, and we just fumbled the ball. So it wasn't necessarily them creating them. It was just us making stupid turnovers.
Did you change your shoes at halftime?
I did. I was trying out some new shoes. You know, midway through the season, you got to try some different ones because they start wearing out. So just trying them out. I got them yesterday. I probably shouldn't have worn them because I didn't have time to break them in, but I did change them.
Has Coach done anything different in terms of how he coaches rebounding or focuses on it in practice in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, just because we've gone with the smaller lineup. So I think that with that, he just emphasizes that if he's going to go with the smaller lineup, we have to continue to rebound. And that's why on the defensive end, we're trying to get all 5 guys in there to help rebound, including myself. And then on the offensive end, we have to make sure that, you know, whoever's shooting, we have some guys going to the rim. So out of all the things that we're doing defensive-wise and whatever we're doing, Coach puts a lot of emphasis on making sure that guys are getting to the board and making sure we secure the rebound. We're having a smaller lineup.
Any new drills or anything like that, or anything crazy he's trying to do?
Not necessarily any new drills or anything. I just think that throughout the course of practice, he just makes sure that guys are getting to the board, which is, I mean, he's always doing that regardless of what the lineup is. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. You grabbed 8 today, and when you look down the stat sheet, you see a 3 for 17. How much better does that look when you see the 8 there as well?
Right. Yeah, that makes it look better. And, I mean, I try to get in and help those guys rebound because that's what we need. You can't go anywhere. You can't go to the offensive end without the ball. So I try to get in and help those guys rebound, and it just so happened that, you know, it fell right into my hand. But it does make the 3 for 17 look a little better.
How about the lift that Sterling gave you guys in the first half?
Yeah. You know, I just try to tell him every time he come out on the court that, you know, every rebound has to be yours. I mean, he has the length, and he kind of reminds me of Tony Bradley in a way where he just has long arms and can reach over people without having to move people out the way and just grab the ball. So I just tell him each and every time that every rebound should be yours, and he came out and did that, and that's what we need coming off the bench. We need guys who are going to come in, give us some energy, and make effort plays like that.